Alright, guys. This is Mike of All You Can Geek trying to play Alan Wake 2. Um, I am not a fan of horror. Oh, God, it's already doing it. And I am a fan of Alan Wake. Little preamble, little background here. I have played Control and Alan Wake 1 Remastered. I played Control about 2 years ago. I found it pretty creepy, especially since I was just moved in to my house. The whole house was like a liminal space, but so it was something, but nothing that made me want to stop playing. It was fine. And Alan Wake 2, I played this summer. Alan Wake Remastered, I played this summer, and I found it closer to being a horror game, honestly. Wasn't too scary. You know, they told you pretty much when anytime enemies were coming with the audio cue, but I just sort of felt like the characters where I did not want to be out in the dark. I didn't explore too much in that game, and the combat wasn't good, so. But I'm too into this universe at this point to not play this game, and I heard good things about it, so I'm trying it, even though I don't play horror games. I generally don't like being scared, so this might be interesting, because I've heard this game tries to scare you intentionally, so let's see how this goes. Wish me luck, I guess. I don't have a reaction cam right now. Maybe I will at a later date, but you'll hear me. There's 3 options. I'll start with normal, although I really don't want this to be too difficult. Oh yeah, and I did play out of order for you Wake heads who want to pay attention to this. I play Control first, and then Alan Wake Remastered, so I'm a little messed up with what Control was referencing with Alan Wake. I'm like backwards, but I know enough.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
In recording
In a
this,
story, there are only victims and monsters.
I also am wearing headphones, which I don't normally do.
We are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be.
No shit, Alan.
This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Naked guy. Balding naked guy. Very otherwise. Gotta say, this is not how I expected this game to start. Do I dare swing the camera around? Is this too early in the video to show this? Oh yeah, there's something there. Alright. What the fuck is this game already? I have been warned about full screen fucking jump scares, which I'm not a fan of. So I'm kind of always going to be on guard for that. Like, will it trigger when I go under this? Who knows? Oh, voice is great. Can I run? Something's gonna kill the fuck out of me soon, I think. Oh, surround sound in my headphones. Not used to that, like I said. Where the fuck? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, first jump. There's another one. Alright, that's... let's see if this desensitizes me gradually. I did actually jump a little with the deer. I can sprint. That's sprinting. It's almost in as bad a shape as Alan Wake was in the first game. Lovely. Oh. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Do I want to avoid those people? What am I supposed to do here? Just die? Take it. Is that saga there already? I know a little bit about some of the stuff surrounding this game. A dick! I think we're normally flagged as mature rated. Oh. I don't know. Stay amateur here. Hope I don't get in trouble for this. There's Cauldron Lake. Alan. Okay. I survived that much.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me.
And there is a reason why this is about 3 weeks late here. This isn't spooky season anymore, but I put this off. I was a little afraid, even though I wanted to play this game. And I had other games I was playing.
Bye, kiddo.
Oh, there he is.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead.
That's
Think of
not
me as the
synced.
backup.
Let me see if I do this, if that would fix it or not.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Now, I know the real Sam Lake has a pretty thick accent. I don't
Worth memorizing before we get
think that's
swallowed
him
up by the
talking.
trees.
Oh, I got a trophy already. Map.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
Alright, we are here. Oh, they're talking.
For safety! Quit your belly aching, Gordon. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Baker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Guess I have one option.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
She has like a weird accent.
Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton.
Thornton sounds a
Down at
little
crime
taken.
scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Might just be the distortion of the radio, but could be intentional. Sure,
What
brief
can you
me.
tell us about the crime scene?
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I pressed X, come on.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night. Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Baker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here, waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Cool. I'm not gonna go too far off the beaten path right now. I kind of want to since it's daytime.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Oh.
The
Heard
Mind
about
Place.
this.
My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Interesting.
The facts are on the board.
You get the sense that this is one of those safe houses that will eventually become unsafe. That's in her mind, but this game is all about psychological stuff. Or, not the game, but I mean, series. I still don't know too much about the game. I bet things are going to move around or look different as stuff happens to her.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. Why is it the right? Okay. Bloating, only common now. Not cause of death. Post-mortem water. Strengths. All experience bloating. These are the victims. We don't know about this fat guy. We just were. 2010. Was that when the first game came out? I think so. Real pictures of real people. Heart. Talk to someone. What does that mean? If I have no discernible common traits. Okay. Oh, maybe that means I will find something if I talk to something. What are my goals? Oh. It's cozy in here for now. Until it gets not. How do I get out of here?
I see you're already
Whoa.
hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're
Oh,
just getting
God,
started.
does not pause.
Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
It's a little
Nature. Must be a
unfortunate.
headache. There's too much sky.
Are you even a real person? Or so? Since now, what will I find here? Anything?
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you
The
down.
fuck?
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
So this does look pretty similar to what I remember from the first game. I really did not
Stairs
enjoy
are
the
out.
combat in
You
that
okay
game.
to jump down?
I'm not.
How old is this guy supposed to be? Seems like he's like in his 40s to me. Not that old. Now a fair amount of walking. It is cool though to see this area. Is this where that shit went down already? It does look like a clearing. Yeah, so I'll stick to the main path.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
You know, coffee is a motif in this series. Now we got this lighting and wetness. That looks pretty cool.
Hey!
The fuck? How is this a general store? It's
Deputy
obviously
Thornton,
closed
I take it.
for a while.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Why would... Are all the locals going to be, like, deranged?
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Shall we? I have spent a little time on
We found him on the table.
the Alan
We
Wake
didn't touch
subreddit.
nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
I remember. They're all bloated.
Step 1. Examine the
Okay,
corpse.
chill out, Saga. I'm taking my time. Did not expect there to be so much dick in this game.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
It looks consistent. Your question. Our vehicles, your goals. Okay. This headphone thing is throwing me a bit. To make matters worse for me, I am playing in my basement at night in a relatively dark place. And I think I have my dishwasher going upstairs. So I'm gonna hear weird things behind me and go crazy. Let's go back to the crime scene. But as I was saying, I've been in the subreddit for Alan Wake. Without getting into spoilers for this game, but you know, I have a few theories about how this Sam Lake, who has the same name as a fictional character that Alan Wake writes, I think he might not be a real person. I think he exists because of Alan Wake. But I also theorize that from the first game, Tom, whatever, I forgot his last name, the helper person, was also created in a sort of time loop by Alan Wake. But I don't know if that's right or not. We've got a heart.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Mm-hmm.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
probably going back to the case board. All right. Let's see here. I would say yes. That seems consistent. I would say still consistent. Okay.
Doesn't look right.
What do you mean? What, I have to put this in order? What am I? Onto the open question. Okay.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes
Clues.
4 murders that we know about.
What the fuck? Clues have resolved the open question and unlocked the deduction. Okay, goals. I apologize if you've played this game already, which we probably should have since this is actively spoiling this, but I'm just getting into this early, obviously, and don't know what I'm doing yet. So I would say this is consistent. So did she. Gotta talk to someone, find evidence. All right.
Who is our victim?
Who is our
killed him?
victim?
Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Okay.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
I hope she catches up to what we know already since we lived his dying moments just recently. I don't like in mysteries when the characters have to catch up to you. Okay, what is this?
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Tripod.
Was it for a camera?
It's typically what tripods are for.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting.
Case board, I guess I'll go again. I don't know if you want to do this all the time or not, but so far I will. Okay, this goes to the killers. Not the victim?
Footprints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Yeah. 4 later. Alright, at least it doesn't make you do wild goose chases. My dehumidifier kicked on, scared me a little bit here. Another advantage of playing in the basement with headphones. I'm an adult, but have you identified the victim?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since.
Him.
Until now.
No.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms.
Okay.
Oh, and sisters.
So he, if I remember correctly, was the total a-hole that appeared probably also into existence because of Wake's writing to chase him down. That's a theory again, but he does randomly show up and seems strangely one note, but I thought he died in that game. I don't remember exactly. Did he die or I'm getting confused already. I played the game in August. I should remember, but I don't.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The
Yeah,
same as
that's right.
all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Interesting.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Okay, I'll go back here. What do we got? What do we got? He's the victim. Surprised you kind of have a name for him already. Last seen 13 years. If it doesn't look like 13 years of decay.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Okay, so now these are relevant. Looks premeditated. What?
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
I don't know. Where did the victim come from?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Okay. Profiling in Saga's mind plays to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Sure. I wonder if this is going to be jump scary here. I'm definitely on guard for the jump scares in this game.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst. Interesting. Profile.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years.
Yeah.
How did he end up here?
Hasn't he been here for 13 years?
It's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake. Before his murder.
Why would she know that?
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click.
No, but that's a reference to.
It's somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay. It's a hell of a leap for a normal person. She can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now after 13 years? So she's making a jump to the supernatural awfully quick here. It's kind of interesting. If she's supposed to be a normal FBI agent, I would not make this leap this quick to someone coming from the lake that's not a lake. But I have a feeling she's not supposed to be normal. this.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
You do that.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Oh, God. What are we doing? Am I looking in it? It's a block path. What we got here?
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
It's not a manuscript page, is it? Looks like it. And what is that?
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
I can't
Makes no
pick this
sense.
up. Interesting. That's it, right? Oh, she'll pick it up. Okay.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school.
Yeah, it's a
Lines
manuscript
scratched out and edits
page.
added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
In a way.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
They knew
Threshold.
it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were
It's
right.
worse than that.
This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way.
Excuse
Either
me.
he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
I'm actually talking.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Okay, alright. Yeah, so now... It was interesting in Control, I do remember with the Alan Wake DLC, which of course I played before playing the first game. I did sort of wonder if they were going to go a more, like, antagonistic route with Alan Wake, like, make him not the hero necessarily, more like a villain for everyone else involved, which could be true, could be both. Do I have to do more stuff with him? The
We
page.
found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
Oh, you meant
I
that
must find out
literally, huh?
what.
We have to go dig through this guy's chest now. Lovely. Let's go dig through the guy's chest. I don't remember where to go. Are we going to the lake, or... just gonna follow him. Does he know where I'm going? Back up to the guy. I'm going back up.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Yeah, he's weird. This whole town is deranged. Can I dig into him? Can I do anything here? No. Am I thinking too much like a real person? Manuscript pane.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold.
Threshold.
Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them.
Audacity?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Okay, we got some new stuff here. It's gotta go here, right? That doesn't make sense. Oh my god.
Think.
Just move it somewhere. Okay, take it easy now. This is annoying me. Trail has gone cold. Is a clue
Sure.
for what? There.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
I mean, thinking that he came from the lake also makes no sense. Something hitting inside of him. Does this need to be... Should it be here? Anything else here? Yeah.
I carry his words close to my chest now.
Yeah.
Inside, the awful truth.
Is there going to be another manuscript page in his chest or heart?
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body.
Yeah.
Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Hey, deputies.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Fucking
Not a
Deer
problem.
Fest.
I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town.
Oh
and
dear.
I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Okay. Nothing like a horror game without some keys,
Thanks.
I think. Again, I don't play them
Let's
too
get
much.
the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses.
Are
the
we gonna
bookers.
drive in this game too?
Diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
I feel like... No, it's still daytime. I don't think something's gonna happen just
Seems like
yet.
a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Let's pick up the pace a little. I'm a little curious about that building, but I'll just keep going. I don't want to break up the story just yet.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I don't know why we have to do this at Autopsy Place, but whatever. How long do I need to press it? Okay. Where do I want to go? Does he know where he's going? You good? I know I have a map, but I don't like looking at maps in games when I don't have to. Now, I know there was actual driving sections
Let's ride
in
back to town and meet
the
the sheriff
first
at the
game.
diner.
Looks like he's gonna wait for me to drive, I guess. Unless this is just a cutscene. Seems like it'll be a cutscene.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Thrilled. Oh boy. I remember this
Need to
place.
swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Whoa. Well, this does look good graphically.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
I'm gonna explore a little bit now.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Oh my god, already? I'll listen to that later. I don't need to. Oh boy. Is this the Welcome Center? So I'm remembering these locations quite a bit from the first game.
Hey, how are you doing?
Who are you people? What is going on in here? Weird little artifacting going on, actually, with this graphically. sure I'll have cause to spend time here. I'm getting distracted.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
We want to go to the diner.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee.
I need bolt cutters.
Rich, bittersweet nectar. Give it a coffee world. Get it where you can.
Deer
My own
Fest.
horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
Oh, dear. Cute.
This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect. It is.
Oh, there's the diner already.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee.
Recognize
Oh,
any
it's
of these
Washington
characters specifically yet,
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
other than
I'm set for coffee.
I know I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Is this Iceman? Yeah. Or his twin. I always get them confused because they're twins. The Ashmores.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Okay, the O'Hare Diner. This is where things started in the first game.
Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
There's gotta be something bad that happens, or scary, if I walk in the back. Because that's where you meet the darkness in the first game. A dark room in the back of this diner.
That's exactly right.
It's definitely more populated in here than it was from the old game.
That happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
It's actually not very well lit in here, which
We're getting some more new folks in town, I see.
seems bad for this town. What was the name of the woman who had all the lights on? Who's talking?
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
The jukebox is out of order. Oh god, yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Some bad's gonna happen in there, no matter what. Just like in the first game. Are you the Bookers?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from
Writer,
New York,
eh?
doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake getting some details. Perfectly legal.
A little standoffish.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he He was acting crazy.
They were the
Shouting
people
weird
with
shit
the
at us. He must have been off
flashlight.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult.
Hmm.
And then we bolted and called the cops.
Why do you think it was a
Makes you
cult?
say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's
Now
all.
wait a minute. Bullshit, that's all. For some reason, I can only record an hour at a time, so in a couple minutes there might be a weird little
How can you be so calm?
jumper
Works as a
edit.
part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Do I dare want to walk back there? Let's first, yeah,
I need to figure this out with profiling.
mind place this up. I find it hard to believe walking back there I won't find something scary in that diner. Alright, let's see here. I know I can...
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something.
A spruce
A necklace
tree?
belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Interesting. I think you found
So
something.
you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Timmy.
Good to see you.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Rose.
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
Say what?
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do.
Is she,
And what horrible thing happened to my
same
baby
one
girl?